Once upon a time, there was a king named Devashakti who was deeply frustrated with his only son, a prince who grew leaner and weaker by the day. Despite his royal status, the prince faced an unusual problem: a snake residing inside his stomach. The kingdom's renowned physicians exhausted every treatment known to medicine, but the snake remained a stubborn resident. The young prince, equally frustrated and disheartened by his father's despair, decided to take matters into his own hands, or rather his own feet. With the moonlight as his guide, he sneaked out of the palace and wandered into a neighboring kingdom. He settled in a humble temple, sustaining himself on the alms provided by kind-hearted passers-by. Meanwhile, in this new kingdom, there lived a king with 2 daughters. The girls were well-educated, and each morning paid their respects to their father. One daughter would say, "Oh, Father, all joys of the world come to us with your blessings." The other would chirp, "O King, one receives only the fruits destined by one's actions." This belief in destiny irked the king to such an extent that he decided to teach her a lesson. In a rather dramatic moment, he ordered her to be wed to the first person his ministers encountered outside the palace. Fate, as it so happens in intriguing tales, led the ministers to the wearied prince living in the temple. Without so much as a "what's your name?" a lavish wedding ensued, uniting the princess and the unsightly beleaguered prince. The princess happily accepted her fate, treating the marriage as an opportunity to prove her philosophical stance on destiny. Their merry honeymoon consisted of relocating to a more accommodating part of the kingdom. However, unable to walk long distances, the prince needed frequent rest. While resting under a tree, the princess witnessed a shocking sight. A snake slithered out of her snoozing husband's mouth to engage in a hissed conversation with a snake from an anthill nearby. "Why harass this poor prince?" scolded the earth snake. "A simple cumin and mustard seed soup would be your downfall," retorted the prince's snake. "And why protect those useless pots of gold? Pour hot water and oil on your home, and you're fried." With secrets in hand, the savvy princess cooked up a curious combo of cumin and mustard soup. The snake inside her husband promptly departed, leaving the prince feeling as brawny as a gym enthusiast post-cheat day. With golden wisdom and a tea kettle handy, the happy couple enriched their pockets, poured the concoction on the anthill, and dug out the promise of a prosperous future. Thus, armed with a stocked treasury and regained health, the prince and his pragmatic princess lived happily ever after. And the world was reminded, when your enemies quarrel, be poised to benefit with an aromatic soup and a steady supply of hot water.